Guys, it's Q&A time if you couldn't figure it out from the title of this video. So I posted this post, I'll put it on screen here, on Twitter to throw me some Q&A questions, and I got actually a pretty good amount of questions from everybody. So let's just jump right into it. Matt Fry asked, which Nintendo game series do you like to, or would you like to see a revival? Ooh, I mean, obviously I want to say I want Pikmin 4, please. But I don't know if Nintendo, or if we can consider Pikmin a dead franchise yet. I guess if we really need a revival for a game we haven't seen in a long time, throw me some Star Tropics. I would love to see how they could update that. You know, because Star Tropics had 2 games on the NES, and then that was it. It would be really cool to see an updated one, because even for an NES game, it did a lot of really cool, unique things that other NES games did not do. Aside from that, I don't know. Earthbound? Maybe? Damn it, Reggie. He left before he could give us Mother 3. Tetra asked, what is your professional opinion about when Breath of the Wild 2 will come out and why? 2021? Maybe 2022? I'm gonna say like March 2021 or maybe November 2021. A lot of Zelda games come out in November, but Breath of the Wild came out in March, so I think it was probably going to come out in November, but then they pushed it to coincide with Switch's release. November 2021? Just a guess. I mean, I really would hope sooner. I would really hope sooner, and I would love to be wrong and that'd be sooner, but that's kind of what I think. Tetra also actually asked me a lot of questions, by the way. When do you predict people in Vancouver will be allowed to go about their business again, and do you think you will be required to wear face masks for a while? So Vancouver is my hometown. That's where I live. I mean, they're saying like 8 to 18 months, which is so long. But who knows? Things could be, we could get the okay by like end of summer. Tetra also asks, what was the best thing you and your wife decided to do for your wedding? And do you have anything you wish you would have done differently? There's a few things. We had a really fun wedding. Did a lot of really fun things, had a very fun dance. But I guess one thing that I'm really glad we did is we split the work a lot. So involve your fiance in the planning process heavily. A lot of people seemed under the impression that I was very uninvolved, but that's not the case with the wedding planning. I was very involved with it. We really split the work. So, you know, she handled the invites, I handled the flowers. She handled the chairs, I handled the limo, that kind of thing. And we split the work as evenly as we could and involved each other in every decision-making process that we were doing independently as well. So that's something that's really important. The only thing I wish I would have done differently is how I handled the guest list. We invited a lot of people that I kind of, in hindsight, maybe only invited out of obligation. Don't do that. Just have a more intimate ceremony and reception with people that you really want to be there. Don't invite people out of obligation if you can avoid it. But that would be my advice. Also, get a good playlist, because everyone likes good music. There's probably more that I could think of if I really sat down and think about it. Yeah, just make sure that you guys have fun together on your wedding day. That's the most important thing. Matt again asks, is Canadian money called Looney Tunes? Now this made me chuckle a bit because our dollars are $1. We don't have a bill for it. $1 is a coin in Canada, and it's called a loonie because it has a loon on it. And then our $2 coin is a toonie because it's like a loonie but $2. So Looney Tunes is funny because there's a loony and a toonie. Tetra also asks, what is your favorite NPC from any Legend of Zelda game and why? That's tough. I really like Beetle in all of his appearances. Beetle is the man. Quill, the postman from Wind Waker. He's just a cool guy. I really like him. What is your favorite quarantine meal and why? Grilled cheese sandwich. I've been doing a lot of cooking. Of all the meals I've cooked in isolation, we made pasta from scratch. We made linguine, and it was so good. We made a creamy garlic sauce and linguine from scratch, and it took way too long, but it was so good. It was delicious. Oh, so good. So good. How much do you want to achieve a 5-star level for your island in Animal Crossing, and why/why not? I really do want to, quite a bit, but Isabel keeps saying I have too many trees, and forget that. I guess I'll settle. I'm currently at 4 stars. I guess I'll have to settle for being a 4-star island. Vol, also known as Awesome Person, asked, favorite game? That is so tough. It really depends on my mood and everything. Obviously, I really love Breath of the Wild, and I'm looking forward to the sequel. Love it a lot. If I'm feeling like kind of in a, like my kind of comfort food game, is Pikmin 3. Or actually, I will play through all 3 Pikmin games in a row if I can, but definitely Pikmin is like a comfort food kind of game. All things Zelda, of course. It's hard to just say that I have one favorite game though, because it really, I gotta be in a mood for a particular game, I think. Awesome Person also asked, if you play Smash, one character you'd really want in there. P.S. Love you, dorks. Thank you for loving us, dorks. I really was rooting for Banjo for a long time, and then we got Banjo. I was hoping for Shovel Knight, but he's an assist trophy. So he is in there, but not as a fighter. But Shovel Knight would have been a great sort of indie rep, so that would have been awesome to see. Hollow Knight too could have a really cool moveset. The knight from Hollow Knight. Chublima asked, tell me your favorite memory of me. There's a lot of memories. Chublima is one of my few internet friends who's also an IRL friend. E3, 2 years in a row. Had a lot of good times there. We went to the breweries recently, before this whole quarantine thing started. That was like the last time we hung out. We went to like 5 different breweries and just drank a lot of beer and caught up with our lives, and that was a really great, wholesome time. And it was also nice to just hang out, just the 2 of us together, and just catch up and have a good chat and stuff like that. So that might be it. Otherwise, E3, we had some real good times at E3 too. Denny, inspired by Chublima, asked, Hugh, what's your favorite thing about me? The fact that I nicknamed you Pear because you made an oops, like a mistake, joking about butts, and then you just rolled with it and and you just accepted that I nicknamed you Pear. Denny also asked, can I touch your butt? The answer is no. Only my wife gets to touch my butt. I'm sorry. Deserted Island. You and me, enough resources to be fine till we get rescued. What bedtime stories would we tell each other? Well, I guess depends on how much time we have. I could just imagine us reading Goodnight Moon. Like, you know, Denny just like curled up, head on my shoulder, and I read him Goodnight Moon, and he drifts off to sleep. How many cats? All of them. Do you want to touch my butt? No, I'm good. RPG asks a few questions. First of all, how dare you? I dare just like this. Number 2, what's the yuckiest? Denny for asking you to grab his butt, or Tetra replying that she would love to? I would say Denny asking me to grab his butt would be the more yucky one here, because if Tetra wants to do that, she can do that. That's on her. I don't have to deal with it then. Tree, is there a Zelda theory that you got excited for but you ended up debunking before making a video on it? Yes, so I wasn't actually the one going to make a video on it, but my friend Luke proposed a theory to me at one point, and I really liked it, and then I started thinking about it, and then I accidentally debunked it. He rebunked it later by adding more details to it, but that was it was a really cool theory, and he does have a video on it on his channel about Twilight Princess Link and his actions in the Temple of Time and how that impacted the rest of the timeline. So you should check out that video. But when he initially proposed the theory to me, he hadn't gotten all the details, and I ended up debunking the theory before he finished it. And I felt really bad about it because I do really like the theory. He ended up going back and adding more details, and then it made more sense after that. Number 4, 5 games from any series you recommend. So many. Okay. Just as a general rule, taking Zelda off the table, like we'll just take that for granted and say, of course, Zelda, but removing Zelda from the table here, because otherwise I would just list 5 Zelda games. Super Metroid, Pikmin 3, Red Dead Redemption 2, Hollow Knight, and Mario Odyssey. Those are 5 really, really good games that I really love. Yeah, I think that is all the questions that I've got here. Thank goodness for editing, so I can take off me scrolling through Twitter to find more questions. Thank you guys so much for watching this random weird little video here. Love you all, appreciate all of you guys. I will be back with another video soon that I've already finished writing. I just need to go back and proofread it and touch it up, but otherwise I'll get on that soon, I promise. And I will catch you guys all in the next one. I'm really bad at ending these. Bye for now, guys. Thank you to my patrons, including those who went cheese tier and higher, which includes Tetra and Brenda. Thank you guys so much for all the extra support, and I will catch you guys in the next one.